Morning everyone, here from the incredible island of Malta in the Mediterranean once again. Today we're starting off in the capital of Valletta. So we've just arrived at the entrance now. You can't really see it properly because there seems to be some sort of festival going on. Usually you'll be able to see the walls a bit better. You can see them in the background though. And this is the smallest capital in the EU, in the European Union. I said festival, but it's some sort of event, I guess. Not a festival. There was a sign saying festival before though. So here you'll get a better view of the walls. Absolutely gigantic walls. We even came through some walls like that coming into the city. So yeah, there was already a layer back there. Looks like it would have taken a long time to build.
Yeah, because it's kind of a big city, big area. Maybe they used slaves or something.
Yeah, back in those days they usually used slaves for this kind of work. So that was the festival that I was talking about. I guess that's coming up soon. So the plan for this video is to walk around Valletta, explore here, and then we're going to check out some of the best beaches on the island. So just like what we showed in the previous video, everything is yellow, golden looking. I did say sandstone, but it's actually a limestone from this island. So that's what gives everything this beautiful golden look. That's cool, we've got like the Roman Greek kind of columns here. So this was a royal opera theatre built by the Brits who were here in the 1800s, but it was bombed during the World War. So that's why it's like this in ruins. Got the balconies again, Carol, that you love.
Yeah, and the green color, it fits really well with the orangey,
golden
yellowy, color. It's really, really beautiful.
So this is who the capital city is named after, Jean de Valletta, 1495 to 1568. So that's him there, one of the Knights Hospitaller, the Knights of St. John. So I mentioned in the previous video that the Knights ruled this island from around 1530, I believe, for over 200 years. But before, they were on the island of Rhodes in Greece that we have visited. But the Ottomans defeated them there, and that's why they ended up coming here and made the base here. But then the Ottomans tried taking over this island too. But under his leadership, they defeated the Ottomans, so that's why he is so famous, and they named this city after him. So at the time, the capital was at the Medina that we visited in the last video. But after the Ottomans tried invading, they established this city here instead. This fortified one for more protection. So we're gonna enter the Grandmaster Palace, just like we did in Rhodes when we visited there 2 years ago. Just absolutely incredible buildings everywhere here though. This is a library, and then just like a lot of places in Europe, you always have the nice squares where you can get a drink, a bite to eat. Even got like a pirate ship here. Is that a whale?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. I think it is. Got the Roman Greek statues. So the Romans did rule over here too. And the Byzantines, which I think is like Greek, right? Considered Greek. The Greek Roman Empire, Byzantines. So it was 12 euros per person to enter the palace. The British Empire. So this palace was also heavily damaged in the war. The Queen of England. So originally it was just the residence for the Grandmaster, but over the centuries it's grown into this bigger palace complex. It also said that there was many additions made during the British rule. So a lot of the things that you've seen here will have been made by the Brits. Yeah, probably this one here, 1858, Prince Alfred's Court. Yeah, it's definitely British then. Here we got some of the knight's armor. Man, look at these spears too. Some of them are super long, all the way to the ceiling. And you got the different weapons too. The shield. Clobber someone with that. That's a cool helmet.
Something went through.
Yeah, it's pierced, that one, in the chest. That kind of looks like what pierced the other thing.
Yeah, maybe.
Glad I didn't live around those times.
Yeah, really creepy.
It says the Ottomans did raid one of the other islands of Malta that we're gonna visit, 1551, Gozo, that's the island name. Enslaved over 6,000 Gozitans. Yeah, that's the coolest armor so far, golden. The Golden Knight. So the rule of the Knights ended in 1798 because they were defeated by the French under Napoleon. Just like the places that we went to recently in Croatia and Montenegro, it was kind of like the same history there. But the French weren't here for too long because I think then Malta requested the Brits to help them remove the French. So the Maltese and the Brits fought against France for around 2 years. And then in the 1800s they were victorious, and that's when it became a British protectorate. And then I don't know the exact date, but a few decades later it became the British colony. This is probably the best square so far. On Google it says Misra Independenza. Got a bit of everything here. Beautiful buildings with the balconies. Got a church there. And you can see the dome of another church back there. I mentioned that you have the British post boxes here. And over on this side there's the London telephone box. I don't even think there's a telephone in there. It's just for a show now. So we've now come to the waterfront, the harbour here in Valletta. It's a really big one. See a boat going out there. I think you can get a ferry across to the other side. I think that's called Sliema. You can probably do some boat tours out of here as well. Looks like some other impressive buildings over there. Almost looks like an island. I don't know if it is one. Oh, you can swim down there.
Loads of people are swimming and getting their hands on point.
Chilling out. Yeah, it looks like a good place to swim. do a city tour like this if you want.
€5.
I had the price written.
Yeah.
That's a good deal. Like we said in the last videos, the prices are really good in Malta from what we've been seeing. And we're also loving how laid back everywhere is. So we're in the capital, but it doesn't feel like a hectic European capital. It's really chill. Like this street now that we're walking on, basically nobody here. Majority of the back streets are empty. We got another post box here to blend in with the building. Not sure if they use these. Yeah, maybe they do. Collection time. Still in use. Yeah, the post office. Exactly identical to the ones in the UK.
When I was looking for places to stay in Malta, I was looking everywhere around the island. And I obviously tried to find a place here, but everything was very expensive. So I think this is the most famous and most expensive place to stay in Malta.
The capital.
Yeah, but we like where we're staying. It's good too.
Yeah, St. Paul's Bay. We showed it in the last video. A lot of swimming options there. But obviously it'd be really nice to stay here too. So we're gonna go to a place with Maltese food, but it's closed. So it's a Sunday, a lot of the places are closed. That's probably a reason why it's so quiet too then, since a lot of the places are not open today. Makes more sense. So we ended up having to go to one of the main restaurants on that main street when we entered through the gate at the beginning of the video. So it was a lot more expensive. It was in like some classic building from the 1800s. And I had a Maltese rabbit. I don't even remember the last time that I've eaten rabbit. It was €19.50. Really delicious though. The sauce was absolutely amazing. And what did you get?
I had tuna with caponata sauce, Maltese caponata. It was very good and the portion was huge. I couldn't even finish. Chris helped me eating the entire fish, but it was really good.
So Carol's was $21.50. The place that we wanted to go earlier that was closed would have been a lot cheaper. But I think only the super touristy ones are open on Sundays. And now we've come to the other side of Valletta. So this is a different harbour than what we saw before. We're going to go to a better viewpoint up there. This is called the Grand Harbour. Yeah, I remember this part from last time. One of the best viewpoints. Also lots of nice cafes around here to have a drink with some views. So last time we were here, there's a part with some cannons that they actually fire. I don't know if it's like every hour, but they do that. But today they're not going to be doing it because it's a Sunday. Won't be able to see that. So that was from this part here. It was one of these cannons. So you can't access there today. I think you have to pay like €2 or €3. But look at the views here of the Grand Harbour. Even on the other side there's some sort of fortresses that you can probably visit down there on the coast too. So I was going to mention about this, that a lot of movies have been shot in Malta. The Movie Trail, a film that I really like, The Count of Monte Cristo, Da Vinci Code, Popeye, World War Z, I've watched that. Captain Phillips was, Munich, Assassin's Creed, yeah, many, Troy, Game of Thrones too. All just in this bay, the Grand Harbour. But I think throughout Malta there's other places where they filmed also. So now it's time to visit some of Malta's best beaches. We used an app to come here called Bolt, which is kind of like Uber, but it seems to be a bit cheaper. So that was 17 euros for around a 30-minute ride. Yeah, and here's the beach that we come to. It's called Riviera Bay.
They're surfing. Yeah, you see people trying to surf.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't even know if we've ever even seen people surfing in the Mediterranean before.
Oh, and that's one thing that we always miss when we are in the Mediterranean, because you can't really surf. But here, apparently, it's okay for beginners at least.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of people in there, like 20. Seems like a school because they're all on the same boards. Beautiful beach though. So this is one of the sandy beaches. We've only been to the rocky beaches so far. So there's multiple different beaches around here. You can see the bay in the back. That's also another beach. And behind us is Golden Bay Beach. There's like hotels on that one. This one is not developed at all, like a natural beach. There is a restaurant here though. Got an old watchtower here. You can see these watchtowers along the coast. See them everywhere. So hopefully you can hear me with the intense wind. So we just come to a viewpoint to see the Golden Bay Beach. Completely full of umbrellas. It is a Sunday today, so you'll have all the locals here. It does look really nice though with the cliffs. Man, the wind really is intense. Yeah, we came here for the sandy beach, but I don't think there's much room on the sandy part for us. Maybe on this side. I think the tide is high though. Yeah, I think towards the end it might be less busy. That is completely jam-packed. Makes sense though, since there's not actually that many sandy beaches, I don't think, on the main island, so everyone comes here. So we've kind of found a good place, a tiny little beach at the end. Just a few other couples here. It was basically impossible over there, especially since the tide was going higher. Everyone was moving back, filling in the tiny gaps. Here's nice though, less wavy here too. Yeah, so I don't think we're gonna stay here too long. The beach has basically disappeared. I just checked online and it is high tide right now. So if you're coming here, maybe come when it's low tide and there'll be more beach area. Even the main beach over there is kind of like that. There's barely any beach right now. So we're just gonna go on a little hike to see the other bays. I think the other two that are over the cliff behind us. Yeah, pretty nice coming here just for the viewpoint of the beach that we're at. Yeah, this one looks absolutely amazing. There's barely anyone on it too, because I don't actually see an easy trail there. We saw two people walk up this, but it just seems way too steep. I don't know if people are doing the trail all the way over there and then coming down, cutting across. But yeah, that beach is perfect. Isolated beach. And then the other one is over there. I guess that has road access. I can see all the umbrellas and people there. Man, this one looks perfect though. Different, isn't it, the landscape?
Yeah, like it's almost like volcanic. I don't know if it is, but it's really different. Like gray color, beautiful.
Like the moon.
Yeah.
The moon beach. So we've now come to St. Paul's Bay, where we're staying, and in the last video we saw this place, like a big rocky area in the sea. People do some like little cliff jump in there. There's also steps where you can go in, so we thought we'd hang out here. A lot more laid back than that beach also. So this is just right near the tower in St. Paul's, which is right there.